All right.
What's up?
I,
What's up?
I already hit my microphone before we even hit record.
The
Oh my gosh. LJ, a lot of stuff has happened this week. The Super Bowl happened.
Super Bowl? Man, I was disappointed by that game. I really wanted I didn't want Kansas to win, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I was playing some Fallout that day. I didn't
Oh, were
even,
you?
yeah,
I didn't even watch the
I
game.
was playing some Fallout 76. It was amazing. No, it was pretty good. I'm just trying to get leveled up. So,
Yeah,
you ever played
that's
anything like that?
I don't know. When we used to live together in the apartment, damn it, I cannot remember that one game that we played, but it was like that.
Oh yeah.
I just can't remember the name of the
That's
game.
okay.
I had
What?
aliens in there. I just remember that.
Yeah. Oh, Turok. Was it
Tur
Turok?
I
We
don't
did
know. I
play
don't think it
Turok.
was. We did play Turok, but I can't remember. It was another game. Of
Yeah.
course, this is what freaking
Way too long ago. Let's not date ourselves.
15 years ago. That's a long time.
All right. Well, you are listening to K. And, and LJ is with me again today. LJ, how are you, dude?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a great week. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a pretty good week for me too. I've been trying to be positive and just try to look at some of the good things that are happening in life.
Yeah, good.
It'll yeah, life
That's
can
how we
get
should
you.
all view it.
Yeah, it can get you down sometimes, but sometimes you just got to stop and just take a look and appreciate the good things that you do have in life. Write them down.
Absolutely.
That'll kind of help you see them all there. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. The Flash trailer dropped, and I think I almost shit myself.
Man, I know I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when.
Yeah,
And yeah, it was it's gonna be great. The favorite part of the trailer, which I'm pretty sure it's gonna be everybody's favorite part of the movie,
yeah,
is when freaking Michael Keaton comes out.
yeah,
And
dude.
he still has it, man. He looks
Yeah,
just like he did all those years ago when he played Batman originally.
he does. He's lived like a healthy life. I think he's like a vegetarian or something like that. But
That's
he's in
good.
amazing shape. He's a great actor. I think he just looks
Always.
really good. I sent you something here earlier that has some of the bat suits that are all lined up here. Did you look at that?
I did, and of
So,
course I sent you a
yes,
meme
I
being like,
know,
what
I
the
know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? Like, what does that mean? What does this mean?
So this is like
Yeah.
it's like his suit of his armor gallery or whatever that he's had. It's just kind of signifying that, hey man, this Batman, he's done other things. Like so, but going from the left is like a kind of a first incarnation, and then you see like a blue and gray version one. And then
Oh
after that
yeah.
is the third one is the 89 from the first Batman movie. Then next to that is the Batman Returns one. And this one, I don't know what it is. It's got like some sort of,
Futuristic Batman.
I don't know, it's got like a scuba gear or some sort of breathing apparatus. Maybe it's
Yeah.
like I just can't really see it that well, but the last one
He
has some
has
sort of goggles
and
on
some
them.
and the I don't know, man. It looks like the ears look bigger, but I don't think so. It might
They
just be
may
me.
be. Who knows? I've
Hmm.
thought that too, that some of the ears have looked different lengths in that picture, but
Yeah,
we'll
well, you know
see.
what? It's just because some of them you can't see the ears very well, and some of them are
Yeah,
more defined.
it's the lighting.
But then there's the new one,
Then
right
there's a
smack
new
in the
one that he's gonna
middle.
wear for the yeah, for the rest of the film. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be pretty good. We see a lot of stuff. This trailer lets us know that that Barry travels back in time. And by doing so, it's kind of like the butterfly effect. He's not really going back to his timeline. He's kind of altered things just by him going back. So he's arrived,
Yeah.
created this other weird timeline.
Yeah, and he even says that there's no metahumans to
Yeah.
protect. I guess the evil that's coming up. But I'm like,
Yeah.
we just created a an alternate,
It's just an
another one,
alternate
right?
universe. Yeah. And so that's if I know that have you seen any of the Loki stuff?
We tried to get into the first couple of. I remember watching the first couple of episodes where he has his own show.
Yeah,
Loki does. I
yeah.
think it's on Netflix or something.
It's on
I don't know.
Disney Plus, I think.
Disney Plus. So I just remember watching the first couple of episodes and then we never picked it back up again.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty good. It deals with like variants and just different
Hmm.
the multiverse, how we've talked about. And
There
DC
we go.
was
That's what I was like.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
multiverse.
multiverse.
And DC was like the first to kind of do this. But you know,
No?
yeah, so now this movie is coming out and it's kind of pulling at everybody's nostalgia heartstrings.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I
I
think
can't
it's
wait for
great.
it to come out though, man, because it's gonna be pretty legit. I mean, just some of the trailer looks awesome.
It
Can't
does.
imagine what the whole movie is gonna look like.
So what happens is in this alternate universe, Clark is no more. So do you saw Man of Steel, right?
Man, if I did, I do not remember a
Okay.
single detail about that
So
movie.
they're calling back like that's General Zod from that Man of Steel
Okay, yeah,
movie.
yeah.
He you've seen him before,
I
right?
remember him.
He
Yeah, the
looks
dude with the
familiar at
lasers.
least. Yeah.
The
So
eye
anyway,
lasers.
in that movie, there's a ship that was cracked open whenever Clark went in there and first discovered who he was and all this stuff, you know. And you never find out who it is. So in this alternate universe, this is just my opinion. This is what I think happens.
Oh, okay. I
Uh,
thought I thought that you were describing what actually happens in the show.
no, like but she made it to Earth and he didn't, and so she was in that pod, and
I
they've
see.
kind of kept her in that Arctic area where a full. I don't know if these are spoilers. I'm just guessing.
For me or for other people?
I'm just guessing about what happens. But that
For somebody out there.
and they've built a prison for her up there, so that instead of Superman landing, Kara landed,
Oh,
you know.
so it's the girl that joins General Zod. That
No,
girl.
no, this is like an alternate version of Supergirl. Her name is
Oh,
Kara.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Kara.
Yeah.
I remember her
Yeah.
from Smallville, the blonde girl,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. This
Yes,
is
I
just an
got you. I
alternate
got you.
version of that, of her. And so anyway, what do you think? They've got two flashes. They gotta do a power exchange and stuff.
Yeah, no, well, I know because when initially when I saw the trailer, I had to watch it. Of course, I watched it again, and then I remembered, oh wait, no, there's two of them, but that's because he goes back and he freaks himself. Like you said, it's like a butterfly effect.
What do you think about this trailer? You got you
I
excited?
liked it, man. Yeah, it got me excited for sure because I don't think there has been a Flash movie,
No,
right? Like
there
this.
hasn't.
No, so that's what I thought. And when I saw this, I was like, cool, they're finally making a movie for this one character because there are several characters that don't have their own movie.
Yeah,
And I like it whenever they finally come out
yeah,
with, these characters that we've seen in past movies and now they have their own show. And it's
yeah.
obviously something new to watch too.
No, I like it. I agree, man. Let me tell you something about this one here. So this is kind of based on a comic book called Flashpoint,
Hmm.
where Flash accidentally goes back in time and creates an alternate universe, and he tries to save his mom from dying. And in so just him being there messes up everything in the timeline. And that's a universe where spoilers for an 80-year-old or a 20-year-old comic book. But in that universe, Bruce Wayne is killed, and Thomas and Martha Wayne
Mm,
survive, and Thomas becomes Batman, and Martha Wayne eventually goes crazy and becomes that
I
version of the
see.
Joker.
No,
Yeah. And
no
so
way. That's a twisted freaking version.
yeah, and so
It's
in
like
that version,
the
like
mom gets crazy.
yeah, and so like in that version, Flash goes back in time and or to this alternate universe, and anyway,
Mm.
he loses his powers, and Thomas Wayne, the Batman of that universe, helps him get his powers back, but it almost kills him. And then he finally does and gets back, and then he gives him a note to give to the real Batman. from his dad, who he never.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a twisted alternate universe.
yeah. But in going that, even when he came back, the timeline wasn't exactly the same. And that's
Mm,
whenever they began a new comic book era called the New 52.
I see.
And so they
Mm.
use that to reboot the universe. And a lot of folks are really thinking that that's what they're going to do to reboot the DC universe, how we've
I
been
see.
talking
I
about,
see.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And so because I don't know if you know, I don't really want to get into it, but this Ezra Miller who plays the Flash has been involved in a lot of crazy stuff as of late.
Yeah,
And so,
in the real world.
yeah, in
Yeah,
the
or in
real
real
world.
life.
And so a
Yeah.
lot of people are like, well, what if he just comes back and he's not him anymore?
Right.
He's like,
No,
uh, I don't know, but we don't know what's going to happen really at the end of this. There's been lots of rumors, LJ, that like Henry Cavill has filmed like parts to be in this, that Black Adam, The Rock has
oh
filmed
yeah,
parts to
yeah.
be in this, that Ben Affleck's in the trailer. Yeah, he's your
I
favorite
saw
Batman.
him. Oh no.
He's your favorite. He was looking good. He was looking good, right?
Yeah, he was. Look, you know what? It didn't seem like he's aged at all because
No.
the Batman he starred in, that was a while ago, wasn't it? That was like what, 5, 6 years ago,
Yeah,
maybe?
he looks
Yeah.
good. Did you see that the suit that he was wearing was blue and gray?
No, I didn't pay
That's like
attention to that.
in that one shot where he's like, and he's like, you can see that it's clearly a gray suit and a blue, kind of bluish, dark blue
No, I did
cape.
not catch that.
And that's really the first time it's ever been on screen, because the Michael Keaton movie, it was all black,
Hmm.
except for the yellow belt and
Yeah.
the yellow oval around his chest,
Yeah.
on
No,
his
I did not
chest.
catch that.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
But I will because I'll watch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do get the classic Batman theme song.
Yeah. No, yeah, I did hear that.
What's your opinion on like Superman and Batman both have
Oh, they do very distinguishable theme songs. Yeah.
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 But like there's a lot of debate that they should just use the John Williams Superman theme and the Batman theme just from here on out. Just
What?
kind of like James Bond. You know how there's a lot of
Yeah, I
James Bonds
gotcha.
who
Yeah,
play
and they
that.
use the same theme song for that. I
Yeah.
don't know. I like I wouldn't. I mean, you got to change it up. Things got to be a little different,
Yeah. Yeah.
instead of just changing the variation a little bit or an instrument here to make it sound a little different. Just I mean,
Change the whole
each
song.
just change the whole song. Just have it made. It's just its own.
Well, to be honest, because not every iteration of Superman or Batman is that boom, boom, boom,
That's
boom.
true.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes he's 1966 Adam West Batman,
Yeah.
and it's
That's
fun.
true.
And you ever
Yeah,
seen
but
a TV show called The Brave and the Bold?
no.
It's a cartoon. It's pretty good. It's pretty wacky. It's
Yeah.
like, hello. It's like, come on, chum.
Chum.
Let's go. We'll go check this
What
out.
year?
It's
Or around what
it's
time?
made in the modern era, but like it feels like it's something from the
Yeah.
60s.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Nope. I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we're here to talk about some Star
Hmm.
Wars.
I swear, every time I watch a new episode, like now I'm getting into this one. Because at first I didn't really know what to think.
Yeah.
I just saw a little baby that was probably gonna be a Jedi and got kidnapped by a tiger, and then the tiger brought the baby back. I
Wonderful
was like,
story.
what
I
the
mean,
hell?
beautiful
Yeah,
story.
beautiful story. And then of course the second episode had nothing to do with the first one, and so on. Right? It
Yeah.
was like it's like they're trying to build the storyline of what's happening, But it just didn't quite make sense. Now it's coming full circle. Now
Yeah.
I'm starting to understand kind of where, okay, now I understand the first episode, right? So maybe they should have prephased that by telling you, I don't know,
Yeah, they
maybe a
could have.
disclaimer. I don't know.
How do you feel about these two being the last two episodes?
Wait, what? They're the last two?
They are.
No shit. You know
Yeah.
what? I was having problems watching these last two because of my connection here at
Oh
home,
yeah.
my internet connection. Yeah, just sometimes you experience that. And I was trying to scroll up or scroll down to get to the episodes the last two that we watched, and I
Yeah.
did notice that it didn't go any further than the last one, right? That we just watched. But then I thought, I think it's just my internet connection not loading. I swear to God, I thought there was more.
No, that's it, man.
What the hell? So this is it? Like, wait, they're coming.
Well, there
out
may be more
right?
seasons. There may be more seasons, but
There's got to be,
yeah.
man. I mean, the way that it ends.
You've got a lot more, dude. These are just little what I found. Go ahead.
Dude, I was just gonna say there has to be. If there's not any more, there has to be more to this.
They'll
there just
probably
has
do
to
a
be the way that
season
it
two.
stops, man. There's just no way. It's such a cliffhanger, and it's a
Yeah.
badass way to end
Yeah.
that last episode.
Yeah.
Man, I hope they do.
Think of these episodes like if you were to take one of these characters, we pretty much just saw a little bit of Count Dooku and we saw a little bit of Ahsoka. We did see a few other people, but think of that if all of their life was a deck of cards and someone just picked out three of them, just somewhere along the line. They're just little stories about them. And what we have a plethora of movies and animated stuff that we can dive into that deal with these characters, and you can see them in live action and animation.
Okay, because this by far is out of all the episodes that we've watched. Of course, Superman's always going to be a classic show. I like the Superman series, but I get most excited, I think, about the Star Wars stuff.
Okay, man.
Just because like there's a lot of action and fighting and that I like those types of shows. I like the action that happens in this one.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, we will watch more. We will definitely watch more. So we'll get together and figure out what we're gonna watch next. So don't laugh, you're gonna ruin the illusion. They're gonna be like, why is he laughing?
Right.
It's not like there was an edit there or anything. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so we're talking about the Star Wars. The Star Wars I was about to say Return of the Jedi. Tales of the Jedi. Yeah, but anyway, dude, there's a lot more that we could check out. And the movies may be a good place to start for you. I don't know. We'll talk offline about what you know, and we may even just start off with the prequels. I don't know. Because that would all these characters that we're watching from Tales
they're
of
live action
series, they're live action in the prequel movies. Most of them are. So yeah. And so we'll go ahead and just talk about this.
Okay.
So we see we're on a planet called Coruscant. So and there's just a guy running down the halls, right? He's late, I guess. And he comes in and he's like, I thought he was late. I thought I was late. And he sits down. So anyway, we get that we're in the training, Ahsoka's training. Yeah. She's being pretty much just being her merit is being tested.
Yeah.
And so they have all these drones and all this stuff. Do you know we saw Yoda? I think Yoda was there.
Yeah, he was sitting in the bleachers.
Yeah, was Samuel Jackson there?
No, I didn't see Samuel Jackson. Yeah. Was he there?
I don't know.
No, he wasn't there. I don't think he was there.
Obi-Wan is there. That's a young Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's played by Ewan McGregor.
Wait, who?
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor's his name? Ewan is his first name?
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Youin. Not really. I'm just kidding.
That would have been a pretty creative way to spell his name.
That's how people spell stuff these days.
Yeah, right. The way it sounds.
I don't think he voices them. Him here. But Anyway, we get that Anakin or this Jedi is the master to Ahsoka. Ahsoka's all
Mm-hmm.
grown up. What'd you think of her blade
I
style?
know.
That it backwards.
Yep. And yeah, I know when she holds it behind her, like
Yep.
she's gonna anticipate an attack from behind. But that, yeah, I mean, I didn't think too much of it, other than what maybe. I mean, it was cool the way she was standing, like
Yeah.
before she would fight, because everybody's got a stance, right? Right before they're gonna go into battle, they're gonna stand a certain way. So I did notice that.
You know that because you were a karate expert, LT.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, a lot of people don't know that. This man,
Yeah.
he can chop 17 pieces of wood with
With
just
my
his mere
finger.
pinky. It's insane. See, I hurt my hand just doing that. But anyway, yeah. So he's like, man, this isn't a training. You got to have. I was, I was so kind of disappointed in the way that this kept going on and on and on. How he led her to the thing, and he's like, okay, so these clones. Did you notice that
I
they're
know.
all there? Did you?
Yeah.
So that's the clone army that we
They,
talked about
yeah,
earlier in another
they
episode.
yeah, there was like 10 of them, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's a whole army of them. So the Jedi, Anakin, he's trying to train Ahsoka, train her and train her and train her.
yeah,
She gets knocked out for
keeps
an
getting
hour.
beat up, dude. Dude, I know. You know what's funny? The first time she got knocked out and she woke up, I thought it was just gonna be a few minutes,
Yeah.
right? Whenever she asked how long she's been out, and she was like, "How long have I been out?" And he was like, "An hour." She was like, "An hour."
Yeah.
That automatically, I thought of Guardians of the Galaxy, where Drax is watching Star-Lord and Gamora,
Yeah.
and he's like, and then right, Star-Lord notices him there and turns to him
Yeah.
and says, "Dude, how long have you been standing there?" He's like, "An hour." And he's like, "An hour?" I immediately thought of that scene whenever she got knocked out. Dude,
Oh
it was
my god,
hilarious.
that's great. That's a great scene too.
That is, dude. It's hilarious. He's like,
Wait.
notice my movement. It's so slow.
I'm almost invisible. That's become a meme. People have been like taking animal like pictures with like with me and you and John Batista. And they're like
Right. They're like, hey, Drax. I've been standing here for an hour. But yeah, she gets knocked out like again, and every time he's like, again.
Imagine how long they were there.
And then it seems like she's getting weaker and weaker.
But she gets up and keeps it going and keeps it going. And so I just want to point out he's a fan favorite. One of the stormtroopers, his name is Rex, or the clone troopers, his name is Rex. And he's a fan favorite and he's a good guy, and people always want to know what happened to him. And he's in other series that we can watch.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he's the one. After all this, she wakes up, or it cuts to another point in time, and
Dude, I know they're just like walking. I guess in a scene where it looked like they were going to go into battle, and then he puts his helmet on, and it's like, I hope you're ready for this. And then he points his gun at her, and I'm like, okay, this must be some sort of decoy, right? Something's going to happen. And then they walk in, and there's like hundreds of these. I'm like, all right.
And then cut to black.
I know. And then that's the end of that episode. And I was like, what the hell? Yeah. What is going on? And then you still don't know what the hell happened. So again, this makes no sense going into the next episode because it doesn't reference that at all.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Son of a bitch.
It's just another time.
They're tricking you, man.
I think that they're telling us like, and this may be a story. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched a lot of the Clone Wars and the next batch or whatever it's called. I haven't watched a lot of that stuff. So if we do, maybe we'll look at some arcs that we can watch. I don't know if we could do the whole series because there's a lot. But we could try to find some of the arcs that'll be good. A 3-story arc.
We're doing it all.
A 3-story arc, LT.
in one day. Oh yeah, and I know you told me that, and I was like, "Fuck isn't what the hell's a three? What's a story arc?" I'm like, okay, you can obviously tell that I never read books, or you know, I only read when I have to.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I appreciate your honest opinion about all this stuff, you know? So, so the last episode. Man, that one before this, I was really kind of disappointed in it. And I was like, what the fuck? But it's
And now
okay.
okay, fine. She, you know what? Uh, Thinking about this, she probably defeated that entire army of stormtroopers. Then the reward is that she becomes a farmer and gets to live her life. She gets to live a simple life, you know.
Yeah, a
That's
simple
what she
life.
gets to do.
We see that there's a funeral that's happening, and I'm not going to tell you really who that is.
Dude, that is true. You know what? At the beginning, that's right. She's not a farmer from the beginning.
Mm,
I saw the girl, right,
yeah,
that they were carrying. I
I
knew it
don't.
was a funeral, but dude, I didn't like. I was shocked. My mouth dropped whenever I saw that she was pregnant. I was
Yeah,
like, man,
hmm,
I couldn't believe that,
yeah,
because even that's a shock to me now. I mean, I have never personally been to a funeral where a mom has died and they've also been pregnant. I mean, it's just
yeah.
unheard of, you know? So I was like, what the hell?
I will tell you that the children survived at least.
What?
Yeah,
But the mom is
she
in the
was. Yeah, I mean, if you die giving birth, you don't automatically look like you know.
you did prior. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't. Okay. Well, I didn't freaking know that. The way they said it, um, even when they were talking about it,
Yeah,
he made it sound like it didn't. I don't know. They just never mentioned that she was,
yeah,
or that the baby was alive.
yeah. Yeah, we'll
Hmm.
see. We'll
Anyway, that's
see.
sad.
We'll get into that maybe. We'll get into that. So we'll figure out what we I keep
Yeah.
saying that. We'll figure out what we want to
We'll
watch.
get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep saying that. I'm sorry. So she's talking to Jimmy Smith. I think that's his name.
The Senator.
Yeah,
Another
the
one.
senator. He's a good one. This one is good.
Yeah, this one seems pretty legit.
This
Like
one's
he seems like he
good.
wants to do the right thing.
Yeah, he's in the movies. When you see him, you're gonna be like, "Hey, I know that guy."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jimmy is his name?
yeah. Anyway,
Jimmy sounds very simplistic, you know. It's not some crazy Star Wars name like
no, his
Sudoku
real
or
name in
something.
real life is Jimmy.
You know what? Sudoku, the
Yeah.
game with numbers, that sounds like a Star Wars character.
Well, this is Ahsoka.
Oh, Ahsoka. I guess that's where I get that from.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna change Jimmy's name to Sudoku. Okay, that sounds way
Well,
cooler.
that's his name. That's the actor's name.
Oh shit! I don't know what the hell, dude. I thought you were talking about the character, the Senator
No.
Jimmy. I was like, what the hell? That doesn't sound right.
No, that's the actor's name who plays
Sounds
him.
too American. Sounds too Americanized.
It is.
Yeah, whenever they were talking though, and they almost get caught, you know, because he's like, you know, let me help you, and if you ever need anything, let me know.
Yeah.
And then the stormtroopers show up, and she just disappears.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when I was watching, of course, what he was saying, because he knew that she was hiding and listening to
Sure.
what he was saying, and the stormtroopers at the very end were like looking at each other and like, Jimmy's crazy.
Jimmy's
Let's just leave it
crazy.
at- He's a senator though.
Yeah,
Let's
but
just
they
walk him back and make sure he's safe.
yeah, I like how they're like, you're just not
Right.
supposed to be in here.
Yeah, right. And he's like, well, if you ever need anything, let me know.
So I will tie in the gaps here. So a lot of strings have been pulled together to get to where we are right now in the Star Wars timeline. Like, and I can't really describe all that, you know, very quickly. So just know that everything has turned topsy turvy, and now there's an empire that's in control, and the clone army listens to them, and they're in
Ooh.
control of the Senate. And so just a lot of strings have been pulled to
I
make
gotcha.
this happen. And it's just after the Emperor has executed what is called Order 66, where all of the clone army turn on the Jedi and try to kill them all.
Dang, pretty much martial law
They
in
turn
Jedi terms.
they turn on all the Jedi, and so that's why you may think that there's only one or two, because maybe the movies that you've seen, there's only been one or two,
Yeah, there's only been
because
yeah.
they have slaughtered them all.
Damn bastards.
So, like the
And
clone
this is like
army,
the elite of the
mhm,
elite too, man. That's
but they
crazy.
trusted them.
Mm.
So, and but they had an order from the Emperor to, that was their order, and they executed, and they
Is
turned.
this the emperor that I'm thinking about?
It
The dude in
is.
the cloak, and he's
It
like
is. And
that guy.
he finally gets, this is how he gets power. So he pulls a
Yeah, because
lot of
he
strings to
freaking
make this
pretty
happen.
much like murks all the people that can murk him, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
yeah,
Damn.
exactly. So Ahsoka has to go into hiding. That's why she has to hide.
That's why
And
she's
so
farming.
that's why she's, my daddy is farm. Why you want to know that? Ahsoka's having to do a big farm. So she
She's having to do a big farm. What the hell? She's having to go into hiding
Ahsoka
at a farm.
is going into hiding at a farm. That's right. So she's doing her stuff. She's not really making a lot of friends. Some douche is stacking hay higher than he should. His sister's like, "Hey man, don't stack that so high." And he's like, "Whatever, I'm hungry."
Do whatever I want.
He makes that poor little droid.
No, the droid. That's right.
Yeah, makes him do it, and it
Keep
finally
stacking,
topples over. And
and then that's when she
Ahsoka,
knows.
yeah, Ahsoka saves her. Do you think that was gonna happen?
No, I thought. Well, no, I didn't think so. I didn't. I knew she was going to help somehow because I knew who
Yeah,
she was, but I didn't think it was going to be, like the telekinesis power of like, whatever she like broke up that little section so it wouldn't hit
yeah,
her. I thought it was going to fall on her and she was going to go dig her out. That's what I initially thought. But I mean, I guess that kind of sets this up, right? Where she sees, oh,
yeah.
you know what? So you're different,
She's like, "You're
now I'm
holding
going to
your
really,
hand. You're
yeah.
holding your hand like that."
Right.
What
So
if
that's
she was
happening.
just holding her hand like that? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
no.
what if she had a cramp? No.
Ah!
Yeah.
And then, yeah, who knows? I thought they were gonna like, and I'm glad they didn't do this. I thought they were gonna have them like hovering over her, and the whole village was gonna
Oh,
turn and
like
go.
that. Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, and then she
I'm
just
glad
cuts
they
out a
didn't do
perfectly
that.
nice little hole for it to
Yeah.
fall through. Saves her.
So the girl sees her and she's like, "Come hang out with us." And Ahsoka's like, "Okay." And then they see her at the later on that night, and she's like, "Hey, I know you're a fucking Jedi, man. I saw
Mm-hmm.
you. You saved me."
Thank
And
you.
Ahsoka's like, "No, I don't see." And then the brother is, of course, he's listening. You know, little shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we find out later that it was his fault. What happens, after they leave?
I knew it. I knew this little shit, because he's talking with the Empire about the old man, and he's like, "It's all right if you just comply." He's like, "You don't have anything to hide. Whatever. Come on." And it's very political.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And then you can't. I mean, even like now today, you can't trust a lot of people in power because they'll get what they'll take what they want and then
Yeah.
they'll shut you up.
Yeah.
Like this dude was about to do, when
Yeah.
they finally come back from selling the hay. And dude, but I was shocked because I did not expect that to happen. I
I
didn't
didn't either.
realize, they came back, they came back to basically the whole village or whatever was burning. And I was like, what the hell? I was
Yeah.
like, surely there for a moment, I thought surely they didn't get attacked, but then I was like, that's the only reasonable explanation that everything would be on fire.
Yeah.
And then, right, and then the camera kind of goes through the village, and there's a lot of dead people, and except for the two that were still alive, and of
The old
course, I
man
don't
and the
know who this.
brother.
Yeah, and I don't know who this dude was either. The dude with the red eyes.
He's
I don't know.
he's just what's called an inquisitor. So after Order 66 was done, there became either Jedis who they had tortured enough and eventually went to the dark side, or Jedis who were just like, fuck this, I'll help you hunt Jedi. Fuck yeah. And they just pledged to the dark side, and you know
Dang.
so all they did was hunt Jedi, and they had that special lightsaber. And speaking of lightsabers,
The
LJ,
double.
do you see what she did? She just reached up and just turned it off.
Dude.
You know,
Yes,
that's
because
all
I
you
was
gotta
like,
do.
wait, I was like, she's gonna pull hers out, right? That's what I
I
thought.
thought so too.
She was like, okay, like, all right, here's an epic battle. It's about to go down, right?
No.
Right after she like pulls the dude away before right, because the guy was like, here's your reward. I'm gonna cut your head off. She pulls him away, and then she's like, and then that guy was like, it cannot be.
Hmm.
And then you see her hand, right? It makes a fist, and I was like, okay, she's gonna grab
She
her
does her
lightsaber.
stance. Speaking of what we were talking
Yeah,
about, she does her stance. You see
yep,
it. She does her karate stance, first position.
yep.
Just kidding. I don't know.
He's walking towards her, and he busts out his lightsaber, and I was like, okay, it's on, dude.
It's a
And then
double bladed one.
yeah, it's like the other dude in the I can't what was his name?
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul,
Yeah.
like his.
Yep.
And then it shows the camera zooms in and it shows her hand open, and I was like, what the hell? What's about to go down, right? And then, dude, it was crazy how she stopped that.
Yeah.
She dodged a couple of swings and then grabbed it and pushed the button, turned that shit off. Dude, epic kick.
Yes. It's great.
And it just cut his head off.
Just cut his head off. No
like,
mercy.
God.
Yeah. But she's not a Jedi anymore, so that's why she did that.
Oh yeah, because she technically, she's not, right, because she wouldn't have been able to just kill, right?
Yeah.
She would have had to on some level shown mercy,
Yeah.
right?
But she
I know
that character walked away from the Jedi Temple. There's a little fact about her. So
Oh, I didn't know. I thought she was still a Jedi on some level. Well, she is, but
she was able to avoid the Inquisitor and do all that because of the training that her master put her through in the other episode.
yeah, and I was like, holy crap, man. I did not expect her to just like dodge the lightsaber swings. Dude, it was insane. It was like she was like not worried at all.
Yeah.
She was like, bring it on. Like, I'm just give me a minute. I'm gonna whoop your ass. That's exactly what happened.
It was good, man. This episode I thought was really, really good. Then I think she calls in a favor from the senator, right? And then they get the people.
Finally. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're able to, I guess, because she was like, you got to start all over. And because they're like, what do we do? Our livelihood has been destroyed pretty much.
Yeah.
And then that's when she finally calls in a favor.
Mm-hmm. And she decides to get back into the fight, I guess.
And then we don't know what happens.
Yeah. Well, there's her story continues, and there's a lot before this. So do you know who, let me just ask this, and I don't know if we should press this, but do you know who her master was? His name was
it's
Anakin.
Anakin Skywalker.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
And then where's Anakin in this whole thing? He's still there, right? He's around somewhere.
Yeah, he's somewhere. He's somewhere, all right.
Not there.
Yeah. But what do you think of this episode?
Dude, it was by far my most, well, you know what? It was my most favorite out of all of them that I've watched.
Yeah.
Especially that there towards the end, man, because I thought it was going to be a lot more. I thought there was going to be a lot more fighting because that ended rather quickly. She just took it from him and cut his head off. And then after that, I kind of figured maybe she would probably contact the senator. And that's exactly what happened. And but it was by far my favorite one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, now Now the next episode, which I didn't freaking realize there wasn't one after this, so we don't know what's gonna happen. I
Well, we
was like,
know what
now it's
happens.
gonna go, yeah, and now it's gonna be like, okay, now she's gonna join the fight, and they're gonna go after these dudes, and
Yeah,
now it's on, right? Because enough is enough.
yeah.
That's what I anticipate.
And her story goes on. It's
Yeah.
great. We can pick up there's a lot of places we can pick up. Well, we can talk offline about this because we could just start with the prequels that deal with all of these characters that we've seen right now. And the quality of the movies, a lot of people debate on, or a lot of people, yeah, I guess they do debate on the quality of the movies,
They
but the
do.
characters are endearing, you know, because a lot of it was done at that time, LJ, where everything was CGI and they're just walking
Mhm.
around in big blue screens on the set, and
Yeah.
you can tell. And the
Or
actors are
suits
just
with
like,
balls on them.
yeah, or, yeah, exactly. So, do you remember
Damn.
Jar Jar Binks?
That sounds familiar, but I don't recall. I don't know what the character
You and
looks
I
like
watched
or
The Phantom Menace, Star Wars The Phantom Menace, in our hometown at the Carlisle Theater whenever we were younger. I
damn, I do
remember
not remember
that
that shit.
because I remember walking out and I was like, what the hell was that? It was just a bunch of pod racing.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're talking about the little kid that
Yes,
races.
exactly.
I Okay,
That's
this
a
is starting to
young
come back a little bit.
Anakin.
Uh-huh. Yep. I
Yeah,
knew that was Anakin. I remembered that
yeah.
was Anakin.
So then he grows up and does all that. So yeah, and in that Liam Neeson is in that, as Qui-Gon Jinn. And
Oh,
there's
he
the
is?
yeah, he is.
Really? Liam
Yeah.
Neeson is?
Liam
No.
Neeson is.
Holy shit. You know what? Yeah, he was a lot younger then, of
Yeah, for
course.
sure.
Holy crap, that's true. That is him.
So we can pick up with that, or we can pick up with episode 4 as they were released to the public.
Mm.
Like where it'd be the story of Luke and Leia and Han and
But
Chewbacca.
what makes sense at this point?
Right
I
now,
guess it doesn't
dude,
matter, huh?
it a lot of people will debate that. They say you should watch it out and you should watch it in the order that it came out, 4, 5, and
Mm-hmm.
6, and then 1, 2, and 3, and then 7, 8, and 9.
Mm,
But I think that the story, can be told a lot of different ways. So
mm.
it just depends on what you feel like, and you don't have to decide right now. But
Okay.
you know, we can pick up and do it. We can pick up wherever. So
Let's start with 9 and go backwards.
okay, all right, that
I'm
sounds
just
good.
kidding.
That sounds
Like,
good.
what the hell?
Yeah, we'll go in reverse order. You're like, hey, this doesn't really make any sense. Who are these
we're
people?
gonna we're gonna try this a different way
If we
here.
started with 9 and went backwards, you would really be like, who the fuck are these people?
Like, what the
Like,
hell's
I
going on
have
here?
no idea who the fuck these people are, especially for the first movie, the the Force Awakens. You'd just be like, I've seen this movie before because
That's about
it's very similar, LJ, to the fourth movie.
Oh,
Some would
is
say
it?
too similar.
Some would say it's the same.
Some would say it's the same. Some would say it's the same beats throughout this. Oh, and
They're
then they
like,
get the blah blah blah, and then they get the blah blah.
they spent too much money making the movie, so they had to make more money. So they just created the same movie
Yeah,
and just called it a different story.
yeah, with other people.
Other
So
people.
anyway, let's see.
It's
What
funny.
time is it right now?
8. Oh shit.
Trivia
Trivia
time!
time,
Trivia
trivia time,
time! Don't you
motherfucker.
know it's trivia time?
I can't
Ah,
believe
yes.
just about fell for that. I was looking at the freaking clock on my computer.
So, these are from IMDb, LJ. So, there's not a lot. I'm just going to tell you this, so you didn't really miss out. Yoda appears twice in this whole series, but he has no lines because the voice actor who voiced him had to retire because he suffered from a stroke
Damn.
or the original voice actor who voiced him, Frank Oz, uh, wouldn't, couldn't, was too expensive. There's a lot of things that could have happened.
What?
Let's see.
Yeah, I did see him. I did see him twice. Yeah, but he never said. I didn't hear him speak. Just
Yeah.
the girl Yoda.
Yaddle.
Yaddle.
So Dave Filoni he's an executive at LucasArts. You know, he's done a lot of things. Shit, hang on, lost my place.
Trivia time, trivia time, trivia time, trivia time.
I don't know how to say his name. Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni. He's someone from Lucasfilm, and he kind of would come up with these little ideas while he was working on a series called The Mandalorian, which had Baby Yoda in it. So, and he would kind of come up with these ideas as he was driving to work, and they eventually just turned it into a cartoon.
Yeah, that's legit, man.
Yeah. We talked about earlier how the young Qui-Gon Jinn is voiced by Liam Neeson's son, and then Liam Neeson returns to voice the normal Qui-Gon Jinn.
the baby one and the older one, and the adult one.
And I guess Emperor Palpatine, Ian McDermott, returned to voice the Sith Lord.
Yeah. The scary dude.
Super scary. So
I'd fight him.
Well, we'll see. Y'all let us know what you want LJ to watch. If you want him to watch the prequels, let us know. Or if you want him to watch the original ones, let us know.
Should we start backwards?
Yeah, should we start backwards? Because we'll do it, folks. I swear to God, we will do it.
That would probably be that'd be hilarious. Be like, what the hell's going on?
What is going on? You've had to at least seen them just once. You've had to have some sort of context. Yeah. Anyway, we'll figure it out here. Well, Jay, thank you again for joining me.
Yeah.
I always appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come and talk comic books, capes, tights, and lightsabers with us here.
All day or day.
Yeah. That sounds good, man. Well, we will get together next week and we will discuss another thing. Hopefully, there'll be some more flash footage. Something coming out more.
So yeah,
I'm excited about all that.
Yeah, usually
stuff.
there's another trailer. Usually there's a couple of trailers.
Yeah. My roommate got this new X-Men game, but it turns out that it's a card game.
What? It's not a.
No, it's
for a console.
It looks like it's like a turn-based strategy game. So it shows how far away the people are, and you've got so many move points and so many attack points, and so you can either move or attack, and then it's their turn. So it's pretty interesting.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Different.
I gotta watch her. She's into that, so I've never played a lot of games like that, but I'm interested. So yeah, well, we'll see what comes up. So all right, well, thank you guys for listening to K.